Alright, thank you very much. Yes, how's it going, everybody? It's your good friend Pozzible here, and I'm back with another one of my day late and dollar short movie reviews of The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, Arnold came back to us in the movie industry after a several year absence, of course, doing something in California. I forget what it was exactly he was doing, but he wasn't making movies during that time, and we missed him a lot. Let me tell you, I don't know about you. I know a lot of critics actually told Arnold that when he was coming back, not to. But I'm glad that he did, because I've missed Arnold. He's always been a great actor, a favorite of mine, just because I like that style of movie. And that's the funny thing about The Last Stand. Given the style of movie, you would think I would recommend this, but to be honest, after sleeping on it, I've decided to say, no, I can't recommend this. This movie actually earns itself a pass, unfortunately. I really wanted to like this movie. I really did. Here's the main issue with it. You've got everything it's supposed to be. And that's it. You really get no more, you really get no less. And sometimes when a movie is this on target, that's actually a bad thing. Because you do want more from your movies when you go to see them. You know, you don't want to see the generic hero slash villain. You don't want to have these, the villain with the army who has to face the sheriff with only a few of his deputies. You have the typical cliches. You got the one-liners. They are good. But they were also good during the 1980s, which was 30 years ago. And since then, they've kind of gotten a little stale. They kind of missed the boat on this one, only because they couldn't give us anything better. Anything more. And I think that was the issue I had with The Last Stand. You basically have a typical story of a villain who escapes from a FBI custody in Las Vegas and takes a speedy race car that can outrun everyone, apparently even his own henchmen or some of his henchmen. Now they had a good thing with this villain. The villain was okay because he was always one step ahead. He knew what they were going to do. He always, he planned for it. He was one of those guys who was ready for anything, with the exception of this sheriff. He wasn't ready for this sheriff. Technically speaking, what they were actually doing in his town shouldn't have warranted any attention whatsoever. If they would have just kept their head down and kept, just out of his way, the guy would have literally have driven past without anyone even noticing. He was going that fast. That said, the villains made some big mistakes by crossing the sheriff's path, hurting his people, and now he wants not just justice, but pretty much revenge. And but the ending was actually pretty nice. It was a different kind of ending for what you would expect from a movie like this. I'm not going to spoil it. You might see it, but expect what you can from it. The one thing that really kills me is that obviously this is Arnold Schwarzenegger's show, but that doesn't stop people like Johnny Knoxville from trying to steal his thunder, trying to steal the show with extra humor and being extra wild. It doesn't work, actually. It gets really old really fast, and you get really annoyed by it. But the cast of characters were pretty good. Unfortunately, some of them were just a little too stale. You wish the show had a little bit more life in it, a little bit more variety, and something extra to give us some extra oomph. It's a show that really had it all, but just because it didn't have more, I have to give it a pass. If you've seen the trailer, you know what's going to happen. If you've heard this review, you already know what's going to happen. So it offers no surprises, and that's why it gets a pass. Well, guys, today I'm back in the theaters, and hopefully I'll be catching up with more recent movies. Until then, I hope you have a great day.